Hi everybody, this is Anna Chaos for another Anna Chaos Fitness Topics, and today I want to talk about the big person mentality. And in my case, it would be more like the big girl mentality or the fat girl mentality. Now, a lot of people do not understand what this is unless you've been extremely big, and this also goes for the guys. And what that is you, whenever in your life you've been extremely heavy, and I'm talking like 200 plus, 300 plus, 400 plus, and then suddenly you find yourself that you've lost pretty much a person or two worth of weight, and your normal size, your brain hasn't quite really caught up with the drastic changes you've done to your body, and that includes me. I cannot tell you how many times I get up in the morning and I walk past the mirror and I'm going, holy crap, oh yeah, I forgot that's what I look like. You know, like I'm still just not used to it. I'm not used to seeing it in pictures. I'm not used to seeing it in the mirror. And definitely not in the videos. But I'm still me. But in my head, when I'm not looking at something that shows me what I look like, I'm still that heavy girl that was 200 and plus pounds, 260 plus pounds. And sometimes it freaks people out because I'm seeing this like, oh, that dress is so pretty. I don't really fit on that. And my friends look at me and I'm just like, oh yeah, I lost all this weight. Let me try it on. Oh, they kind of have to remind me that I lost all this weight. And it is so weird. And the main reason why I bring this up is because, recently getting back in the market, I'm trying to date, and it is so bizarre. Mainly for the fact that I've gone from being invisible to being visible. It is my brain is still not processing. Like a guy will approach me and I'm just like, and it'll be like good looking dudes too. So I'm just got like my brain. You see the hamster running and suddenly it trips. And I'll be there sometimes, with my girlfriends, with some friends, and I have some very good looking friends. And it still haven't synced into my head that, people will not find me attractive, even though in my head I'm still like, damn, you still got some roles to work on over there. And I'm not putting myself down. It's just that I'm a person that like to work hard and try to present the best me that I can. And recently it's been not just in the outside, but it's also in the inside. I just got my test results from the doctor from a full physical, and they told me that pretty much my test results are just incredibly healthy and almost spot on. And you can't even imagine how happy I feel to hear that, especially for a complete new doctor that does not know my history or my past. So I'm so stoked and excited. But anyway, so going back to the main subject, you know, suddenly I went from being the C blocker, being the Duff, which some kids use. There's a whole movie dedicated to it, is the designated ugly fat friend, to being the heifer, the wall, whatever. I've had every horrible nickname you can mention told to me. And it's incredibly painful. And even though now I've lost the weight, I'm still a little paranoid about gaining the weight back up. And I know that sounds horrible, but I don't know. I lost about, a person's worth of weight, and I have scars to prove it all over my body. Wouldn't you be a little freaked out about losing weight and like gaining the weight? Yeah, you would be. I got a monthly bill that reminds me I should not gain weight. But anyway, but yeah, I find it really weird that I have these guys approaching me, and some of them are just gorgeous. I'm like, holy crap, that dude's gorgeous, and I'm thinking they're gonna talk to my friend next to me, and then they approach me, and I'm like, you want to talk about protein? Because the dude looks like one. So I'm like, hey man, have you tried Isopure? Have you tried Muscle Milk? Have you tried this other brand? And suddenly I steal the show because I'm just talking to this dude about dude stuff because I'm a little bit of a tomboy. So yeah, I could talk about video games and like anime and animation and all kinds of like crazy stuff. So yeah, so I kind of suddenly end up stealing the show, but it's still weird that I've gone from being invisible to visible. And guys, I'm pretty sure you encounter this too. Girls that maybe at one point wouldn't give you the light of day are suddenly talking to you. You're like, what the hell? What kind of a Twilight Zone am I in? And it takes a while to get used to, folks. So if you approach somebody and they're just looking at you freaked out, chances are they probably lost a lot of weight or they're really shy and they just quite don't know how to handle it. I know I don't know how to handle it, just being honest. But yeah, for most part, it's still very weird. Now, I have several other friends that I know that they lost a lot of weight, and I've kind of not really fallen into this, but I'm trying to be really cautious of it because when you're heavy, especially when you start getting into obese or morbidly obese, and it's not always the case. But from my personal experience, what I noticed is there was a very specific niche of men that were only attracted to you. Normal guys, like a woman that is not super fit, not supermodel, because let's face it, supermodels on a whole new level, and it's just a whole bag of drama and whatever. But an average guy normally likes a healthy looking woman. You're talking about, size 10, size 8, size 12, whatever. If you show pictures, and you can look at YouTube videos over and over and over. This is not me making stuff up. It's just human nature. You want someone that looks healthy. So they go for healthy females, which tend to be an average, a little bit smaller, a petite. Um, so guys will go for an average sized woman. Once you start getting into heavier or heftier or obese or morbidly obese, then as the bigger you get, the narrower your pool of men that are attracted to you gets. And the only reason why I'm bringing that up is because when I used to be bigger, every so often, guy would flirt me, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, maybe this guy's, there's something wrong with him, but hey, he's the only one giving me attention, so I'll give him a chance. And you kind of mind up with a guy that is not good for you, but because you feel like you're overweight and you're ugly and whatever, not saying that you are, but that's the mentality I had when I was heavy. You're like, well, I'll put up with this guy because he's the only one that talks to me and I don't want to end up being alone forever, and yada, yada, yada. So now that I'm lighter and now that I have a lot of attention, I can see how it could be intriguing for you to accidentally give yourself away to too many people. And the main reason why I say that, not that I do that, but I've met other females that have drastically lost weight and now they're doing splits all over town. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm all about sex positivity and whatever. You wanna I don't care. Tap dance with a horse ponytail or having a freaking, I don't know, paddle and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Go nuts as long as you're not hurting yourself. However, we are living in a society where you don't have to worry about the stuff our grandparents have to worry about, such as STDs, STIs, and then stuff that just, some stuff that kind of has some remedy, but not really, and I personally, I got traumatized from that when I was a kid. I saw one of my relatives die of HIV when I was very, very young. So I take that stuff very, very seriously, and I'm really cautious as much as I can. And I said it is not my job to judge anybody else's lifestyle. But however, I have noticed that some people as they get thinner, they're getting more attention, and then they start giving away themselves too much. And I've seen that, even when people are heavier too, because self-esteem is low. And I'm not saying that that's always the case, they feel sexy, whatever, but, it's just, it is what it is, I'm cautious about the type of attention that I get. I try to be as much as I can. So it's just bizarre, and it's one of those weird dark things that people don't really talk about, and I'm talking about it because I've seen it, where somebody loses 100 pounds and then suddenly they're like, have 4, 5, 6 guys, and it's like, yeah, that's great, high five to you, but man, you really might want to get yourself checked. Just saying, it's kind of gross. And I know someone's gonna leave an angry comment, but I don't really care. It's just about health, folks. That's pretty much all I care about. But yeah, I mean, if you've ever been through something like I have, where you lost a lot of weight, I mean, have you encountered the big person mentality? I know I have. I do every day. I struggle with it. My biggest thing right now is that I have to be forgiving to myself. Like I go to the store and my friends have to remind me that I'm no longer as big as I used to be. And keep in mind that at one point I used to be a 5X. So I'm not perfect. Caroline is a size 8. I mean, I got like the football thing going on. I got a little bit of pudge right there. So I consider myself, for me, some people say that I'm thin or I'm average, and I'm like, that's great. I consider myself chubby. Mainly because my goal is to be fit and have a fit body, and obviously I don't have definition, so I have a long way to go and a lot of cardio to do, which I hate running. I hate running. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, I have to remind myself that I'm no longer fat. I'm just average, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with my accomplishments. But that big girl mentality, boy, it stops me sometimes from doing things. Like I'll be looking at something, I'm like, I can't wear that dress. I'm too big. And my friend's like, what are you talking about? You know, it's a size 10. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a size 8 now. Whoa, bring me that dress now. Or there'll be an activity that I want to do. And my mind's like, I can't do that. I'm too heavy. And I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm not. You know, just go in there and I just have fun. And I have to constantly remind myself that I no longer have that limitation. The only limitation to me now, it is my head, is whatever's in here. And it's a hard daily struggle. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that encounters this problem. But anyway, guys, before I continue rambling on and on and on and on and on and on, this has been Anna Chaos for another Anna Chaos Topics. Please leave your comments below. Don't be a troll because I will block you. But anyway, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram. I'm also on Tumblr. I'm on MyFitnessPal's, Fitbit, and Bodybuilder.com. Please do not forget to check out my GoFundMe. I still got my thing posted up. I'm still paying back that debt. It still totally sucks, and I'm doing the best that I can to pay it. But you know what? It was totally worth it. And at least share my story, share with other people, because I'm not the only one that's going through this or has gone through this. But anyway, guys, I'll talk to you soon, and you take care. Bye-bye.